About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for.
Yay! Multicam is working for now. Pyramid Lake, Nevada. Here we are.
Hi everyone.
Finally on the water. Finally.
And it's a beautiful day.
It is. Probably gonna fish more than I do film today, guys. So probably just some cinematic stuff and just let the dogs kind of have fun. So.
Okay.
Reason Yvette's not with me today is because she had to work tonight, so drove her to the airport yesterday. I'll be honest, we change our environment every 3 to 6 months. I mean, we went from living in San Francisco to now we're living in Palm Springs, which is about a 50-degree temp difference. The housing situation was different. I had to find storage for the boat. Couldn't just keep it in the driveway. It's been tough. Oh, damn. That was definitely a good bite too. Well, like I was saying, it's been very tough with all the moving around. Content creation requires quite a bit of like consistency of environment, being able to do the same things all the time. And it's just really, really difficult when you're changing cities, states, living environment. That was probably just a little chewy chub bait fish. Caught quite a few of them here yesterday. But yeah, it does get really difficult. So I've been very slow on putting out content, especially fishing content. Oh. Don't break my stuff. Just because, like I said, it's... Oh! Am I hung or did I get a fish? Nope, definitely hung. Hung on some rocks because I can see him down there. Thank God for the cheapo iPilot because wouldn't be able to do it without it. Feels kind of buoyant. I don't really know if that's a rock or not. Oh, there it goes. That's what's good about fishing like a rocky bottom or algae thick bottom lake. There's not a lot of structure to it because it's really easy to get unhung. Just go back the other way. Okay, there's a drop off right here. We're fishing over a spot that actually we've been catching a few here or there. Fishing this year really wasn't near as good as it was last year. Hold on, Lila. She gets really excited for fish. Probably doesn't really care. He just enjoys watching stuff. Really wish I wouldn't have forgot my GoPro remotes. I'd like to go over, oh, sorry. I did a review video for the DJI Osmo and I forgot to turn it off. So let's go ahead and power that down. Looks like there's some bait down there. A little bit further up off though. It's opening week for Lohontan, and we did get a couple. Like I said, it's not near as fruitful as it was last year. Everybody was catching 3 to 5 per day. This year we had really bad weather. Looks like the lake has turned over, so you have this nasty green moss. Oh yeah, full moon. Full moon will do that. You probably notice all these crazy mounts I have going on here. Let me get the Osmo off of here. Set this down. But if you're not using the drone mount with the smart lock, you're wrong. I'm just gonna, this whole YouTube video right here I'm gonna make is over how people are doing things wrong. I think that's perfect. Drop off to 60 because I've literally built this Mako out to be as practical as possible. And I still get people telling me like, oh, I never thought of that. I'm like, how could you not think of that? Riley's just now really getting used to the boat. He doesn't really like it a whole lot. Don't you, Bubba? Yeah, he's not a big fan of the boat. He's actually not a big fan of car rides either. We're some 25, 30 foot. So we're actually, I never even untied the baits that we tied on last year. We just tied on knife jigs. I'll show you what a knife jig is here in a second. Yeah, that's it right there. Just a little simple R-line knife jig. It's silver on one side, black on the other. Barbless hooks because that's the rules. My wife did not like those rules very much at all. She's like, you can only keep fish within a certain size limit. You can't use barbs. Can't use live bait. She's like, you just can't catch any fish. They don't want you to catch anything. But then again, my wife's like really spoiled on saltwater fishing. But yeah, we just come out here. We're fishing the Hell's Kitchen area and dropping some knife jigs, checking some different depths, checking different jig speeds. I'll do it fast. I'll do a flutter jig on the way down sometimes. Come back up and just, what I have found is that the smaller 1 ounce or smaller even work way better. I don't know if it's just a smaller presentation, if these fish are just getting hammered so much that they're more inclined to bite something smaller. I'm honestly really not sure. But this is gonna be some crazy long YouTube video over all the steps I took to fish for Lohontan Lake Trout because I'm tired. And you know what? The standard fisherman's YouTube is just boring. And I'll be honest, like, I catch crap for it because I like to do things different. But oh my gosh, you know how boring it gets talking about, okay guys, here's what I'm gonna do today. Here's what I'm fishing for. Here's the bait that I'm gonna use. Here's the weather conditions. Here's this, here's that. Like, okay, dude, like, I don't wanna do that every single time. I don't wanna be that. Why is that the framework for a YouTube video for fishing? Why can't I have fun with it? Throw some different music in there. Throw some cinematic footage. Like, I don't know, man. People just, YouTube's YouTube. I'll stick to TikTok for the most part when I get the chance to. But don't come to my channel and give me crap because I don't do it like everybody else does it. I don't want to be like everybody else. And if you want to be like everybody else, then go be like everybody else. I don't know. I don't have a good one for that one. Also, I haven't eaten much in a couple hours. But yeah, so pretty simple. I came out here Lake Pyramid, looked on the map, found some good drop-off points, some good points where the water comes up real shallow real quick. Drop a couple knife jigs down. There's a couple people out here I've seen that use sinking fly line and flies because that's more of a natural bait for the fish. Cool. I don't want to learn how to fly fish. Not my forte. And then, yeah, try a couple different spots, move somewhere else. I've been successful 2 years in a row, and it's worked for me. I've used the same colors, either a blue and a silver, a white and a silver, or this black and silver. And there's a ton of other baits, and I see all the stuff that everybody else is catching stuff on. But I'll be honest, in my experience when it comes to fishing, quit trying the hype. If you found something that works, stick with it. Just because it's not working that day doesn't mean it's not still working. It might be tougher conditions that day. You might need to move smaller. But like, I used to have a bait box full of all these different lures and and I always revert back to the same things I use all the time. Except for lunker lures. Lunker lures got some pretty cool stuff. Like I got a banana spider that I use for like little creeks and stuff that works awesome. I do like trying some lunker lure stuff every now and then just because it's fun. But like if you're actually going out to try to catch like some fish, just stick with the stuff that you know works. Quit trying all the crazy stuff. Lila, calm down. I'm trying, okay? I am trying to catch you fish, trust me. I don't want to hear the end. So when I see bait schools and I'm dropping down, especially when I'm dropping down 50, 60 foot, like I'm having to, I'll stop halfway or a little ways and give it some flutter because we're in 50 foot of water, but the bait looks like it was running about 30. So I'll kind of flutter, look like I'm an injured fish coming out of that bait ball. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's always good too, if you're just trolling around, even if you're trolling to get close to the spot that you're originally looking for or aiming for. I'm constantly watching my side scan, looking at my depth finder, just in case I see anything that I wouldn't normally look for because I'm looking for something else, and I'll mark it, come back and check on it another day. That's how I found there's a spot over there where it goes from about 50 and then drops off to 75, and it's got 2 humps and rocks right in the middle. All I caught was bait there yesterday, but still, you never know how a spot like that will randomly hold fish, and that may be the one day that you need to go to that spot. So I learned that from my friend Taylor. He's an offshore guide out of Galveston at Wave Dancer Charters. I'll put the link down below. He will be running his trips, which are usually 30 to 50 miles out, and the whole time he is watching his depth finder and looking for different spots to come out and check on a day off, because water's so vast. I mean, a matter of 10 or 15 feet, you can miss something, right? So he's found a lot of cool little spots and little like rock formations and stuff out there that end up helping him in a pinch that nobody else knows is there. So I'm constantly always watching my side scan and watching my depth finder for that reason. I'm also really bad at intros and outros. And I say it all the time. I hate doing them because they all sound the exact same. They sound like a robot. And I know I'm supposed to make a YouTube video, like y'all are watching it for the first time ever, nobody knows me, but like, wow, why can't I just talk like a normal person? Like, hey, I'm out here fishing today. Let's see if we can catch some fish on Fish Pyramid, Lake Pyramid. And see, I'm not gonna edit out my mistakes either, because nobody's perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. If anything, I'm far from it. But at the end of the day, it really just comes down to value for me. Like, I want to put out content that I feel is valuable, that you're gonna get something out of. I want you to walk away from one of my videos with a piece of knowledge or something that you didn't already know before. Anybody can come out here, make a YouTube video about fishing and how to fish and what they're catching, but like, I don't know, take the way I set my rack up right here, the way I use the small rig hawk lock, I use these 1-inch these are actually camera mounts. Hell, actually, if you look at the back here, let's see if I might be able to zoom in enough on the editing. But this right here for my GoPro mount in the bottom, it's for a security camera for the house. It's for an Arlo. Bet you didn't think of that one, did you? It works perfect when trying to mount the base plate for the small rig hawk lock. So I do a lot of out of the box thinking when it comes to my setups and how I like wire things and mount things, because 99.9% of the time I'm not going to find the mount I need, because my needs are always different than everybody else's, and how I set things up is always different. So GoPro may not have that exact kind of mount that I need for this certain situation, but Arlo does. You just got to really be able to think out the box when it comes to doing your setups for content creation. And there you go. You learned something new today. So if you didn't learn how to fish Lake Pyramid, you learned how to set up a GoPro underneath a push-pole tower using a Arlo security cam mount. Boom. I'm gonna throw the drone up, get some cinematic footage. We got a 9-hour drive. We're gonna split in 2. We're gonna start this afternoon though, so it's already almost 12. Took me a little longer this morning to pack up than I really liked to have it been, but I'm very OCD on how I pack things down. And the ranger already came through and checked us once this morning, so I was like, you know what, I might as well just go ahead and do my stuff now. What, Riley, you looking at the algae? Yeah, there's a lot of it, I know. Try one more little throw right here. Woo! This clip's gonna be blown out. Super, super bright. It's a very weird dynamic. It'd be like rocky, then grass, and then too shallow. Within probably 20 or 30 foot. Like, it doesn't take long at all. It's cool. This HTS9, I can actually see my lure falling to the bottom. I think it's hilarious. She knows what the fishing pole means. As soon as the bait goes in the water, she's watching and waiting for something to come out. She loves bait fish. Oh, nope. So we're gonna throw the drone up, get some cool footage, and then start making our way back across the lake, because we got to get out of here. But we did catch some pretty good ones yesterday. We're gonna get rolling. I will tell you this: if you do anything outdoors, you got a drone, buy the $30 float kit. You will 100% not regret it, because I 100% did when I dropped mine last year. What am I getting the overheating message? Overheating. All right, looks like I got some wind. Might be cooling the camera down a little bit. Got the drone flying. It's my first time having the big camera on the boat like this, and honestly, I can tell it's gonna be some nice footage. Hell yeah. Now, with the DJI Osmo having the float kit, it does run a little slower. Because of the heat, I will run out of battery faster. But as you can see, works great. Just wish the lake looked better. It looks like shit right now. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down. Y'all enjoy this footage. Later.